Alrighty, good morning everyone. Hope your 4th of July celebrations and everything were great and uneventful. Nothing serious. Hope everybody enjoyed their independence and then celebration of our great country. So anyway, we're back out here at the pond. I want to get this. I don't know if I'll get done today, but I want to get 90% of it done today. I've got to get this done so I can get moved on to the next one. We've got we've got some decent weather that's coming, and no rain. Maybe towards the end of the week a little bit, but nothing too serious. So that's going to be awesome. Maybe be able to get a few things done. But anyway, this morning there's a stump and some other stuff in there. I'm going to get that moved out of the way, and then unfortunately that white oak's got to come down. I hate that, but there's no other way because the dam's going to come way up here. I've got to pull all of this out, this little corner right here, to kind of match it up. And there's just absolutely no way that tree's going to be able to stay. If I left it, then what's going to happen is the water's going to come up, it's going to get around, it's going to kill it. It's already got some into the limbs out there. You can see some of those are dying. So a tree is just like anything else. It has a life cycle. Once it starts reaching the end of that life cycle, then it starts doing, starts dying. The ends of the limbs start dying and such. I'm not a fan of taking out big, beautiful, 60, 70, 80-year-old oak trees, but I also hate just to leave them standing and let them die. And then they start rotting, and then you just have there's no use for them once they start rotting. Firewood, not too many people are burning firewood anymore. So anyway, it's always a good idea to harvest those trees while they're still usable and you can still get something out of them. So once they start getting to this point, then it's time to harvest those trees. And as long as that tree is not hollow, he could probably get a couple logs out of it if need be. If not, he says he's got a guy that cuts firewood, and I'll have lots of firewood. But anyway, that's the plan this morning. That old girl's got to come out. I hope to be able to get her up here, and you got to be careful for Mr. Mule over there, gravesite. Of course, by now, I'll be surprised there's even any bones left, because that's been at least 2 years, maybe longer. So, but anyway, I'm gonna get that tree moved up here, start stripping this grass, and I'm also gonna go over, and more than likely I'm gonna core the dam side out, at least get down to some color. It just varies as far as where the color is at, as you've seen on this one. So I'm going to try to go over and get some color and get that. Again, that fence is there. I have literally no room to work. So I may in fact have to, once I get that tree out, I may in fact have to use a loader to core that out. Take and dig out with a loader, take and shuttle it on the back side of the dam. More than likely that's what I'm going to have to do, because I just don't have any room to stack any dirt where I can move it again with the excavator. So it may be loader, go down, cut that out, and move it once I get that tree out. I don't think I've got enough room with the loader to get in to get that tree laid down. So I'll probably go ahead and use the excavator, lay that tree down, and get the root ball cleaned off, and then I'll probably take the loader again, kind of shove it back up in here someplace, get it out of the way. I am going to have to end up by stacking some dirt up here someplace. Again, I can't lay it beside the fence because there's just too, where my dam's going to be and the fence, that's too close of proximity to each other. And I don't want to get a bunch of dirt off in the fence. But anyway, get the excavator fired up, let her start warming. We'll go lay that tree down, and then again probably take the track loader, get in there and start cutting that out. I have more control over my dirt that way. Again, if that fence wasn't there, it wouldn't be a big deal. I'd use the excavator, no big deal. But anyway, too close proximity to the fence, and I got to be careful, so probably track loader it is. All right. There a day or two. Stick over here. You'll see this stick leaning up against the fence right over here, kind of off just the side of my bucket. I don't know if you can see that or not. Anyway, that stick leaning up against the fence, that's where the top of my dam is going to end at. So I mean, you can see how much I've got to build that up. So anyway, yeah. Let's see if I can go in here and bust a dang line again. So I'm gonna see if I can get some of these, maybe some of these limbs pulled, or I rake another line off. Like I said, I hate to take the old girl down, but again, I don't have any choice. There you go. Pay attention to what you're doing. Don't have any choice. making progress here, as you can see. There's a plus and minus in this deal. The plus is we may not have to take much clay out to gain our volume. That's the plus, because this topsoil is deep enough that that's about 20, that's over 2 foot, 28 inches probably, something like that. It's not the best topsoil, but I mean, I'm going to pile it up over here around this tree that I took out, and he's got a skid steer, and he's got some bare areas around his strawberry patches, and matter of fact, he might even be able to put some of this in on top of his strawberry patches, because the strawberry patches are full of rocks, and he's had those rocks, rock picker on skid steer, spent days pulling all the rocks out. But those that know the ground in Missouri know that we grow rocks around here, and that's not an exaggeration. Those that have dug and those that have done dirt work in southwest Missouri know what I'm talking about. You can go in, for instance, the garden that I had, I tilled that garden and I picked rocks, and there wasn't a rock in there. Beautiful, beautiful garden. And next year I tilled it again, and the damn thing was full of rocks again. So I say growing rocks, and we all joke about that around here, but somehow or the other the rocks will come to the surface, and it's not growing them obviously, but they get loosened up, and I guess through I'm assuming through the freezing and thawing of the ground pushes them up. But we always laugh and joke about it growing rocks. But anyway, he'll have plenty to do with this. It's got some sticks and stuff in it, but he's got a gravel bucket that he can sift that out. But at least he'll have some topsoil here to utilize and put back on his strawberry beds. Like I said, it's not your classic black topsoil that you find in a river bottom, but for a non-river bottom, this is actually pretty decent. But anyway, making progress. got to get some, I'm gonna have to come up with some clay. Hopefully I didn't do a boo-boo and put too much of that clay on the backside of that dam when I need it for the dam. But I'm just gonna have to, even if I have to, I think we'll run into some further down we go here, but I've got to have something to build that dam out of. I just figured I'd have a whole lot over here, but like I said, I think we'll be okay. I might have to dig some out, but I cored that out because I don't want a leaking issue like the pond originally had, and obviously this dirt's not going to hold any water. That's why I cored that out. But like I said, I think as further east I go, which is behind me, I think I'm going to start getting into some more. The topsoil's going to be shallower, and I think I'll start getting into more. All right, guys, well, I've got some of this dug out, as you can see. Some of it, the clay stacked over there for the core. I'm gonna hop on the 850. I'll hop on it, and then I am going to start pushing that in and compacting it real good, and hopes that we can get her packed in there good enough so we don't have any leaks. Dang, might have to get some teeth. Wow. Anyway, we're gonna fire the 850 up and compact a little dirt, a little clay. about that. I got her dam started, got her compacted in there, so now I got to go over and dig some more out, man. And I'm telling you, it's going to be close on clay. Going to be close on clay. So hopefully I don't have to take the dam down anymore, but as long as I can get enough clay in there to come above the water line, then I can finish it off with the topsoil that I have behind me here, this pile here. So I'm not real concerned. I just need enough clay to get the main water bearing portion of the dam. So anyway, fingers crossed. We'll see what happens. Well, all right. Let's see what we got going on with the loader here. It's just really creaking, and the tracks are they're acting funny, and man, I'm really seeing a lot of shininess in here, and it's really making noise. And I mean, you can just really see, and the old undercarriage is shot on this thing, but I was trying to get every last second out of it I possibly could. But anyway, I don't know what's going on, but I'm suspecting that this bearing may be out of this front eyelet. It's not hot at all, so that's really surprising me. But if you look right in here, I don't know if you can see it very good, this is nearly touching that, the eyelet. It's almost touching here. So something in there has happened to allow this to nearly touch. I mean, it's not touching, but it should in fact be like this side. See the gap? So anyway, and you can just see something's chewing up the pin bosses. So I'm going to try to pull this plate off here, and we'll see what we see in there. See, I don't know, hopefully it's something like a rock hung up in there or something, but I got my doubts. I think it's going to be a Houston, we got a problem, I think. Let me see if I can get you set up over here someplace. Whoa, sorry about that, I'm trying here. Well, let's see what we got. Normally the dang normally that'll get really hot in there if that bearing's out. So man, I don't know. I don't know if that, it's a wishbone shaped. I don't know if that, if something's broken there or what, I don't know. I reckon maybe we'll find out here in a little bit. Maybe. Well, didn't want to do that, did I? Interesting. I'm not seeing anything obvious at all. Like I said, that's not even, it's not even really one. At all. Well, I'm gonna have to borrow you here for just a second. Huh. Well, nothing appears to be loose at all. Why is it so far back, though, I wonder? There's a little bit of movement there, but it ain't the end of the world. Well, let's see if we can pull the other one off on the other side. Well, trying to find a place to put you. Bear with me. You see me? Ouch. Ouch. That smarted. Again, I don't see anything that's obvious. Again, a little bit of movement, but nothing. Why is that? Why is this closer than the other one? Is my question. Why is that closer? It broke off, whatever it was. Well, that wasn't helping things any, was it? This is part of the support for the rock guard. See, that'd been grinding in there. And maybe what's making the noise. Rock's getting up in here, wedging this into... Because, I mean, obviously you can see right here it's been rubbing. Rocks could have got down in here and wedged in here and moved this out where it's grinding on stuff. The only thing I can think of, because I'm not seeing anything loose at all. At all. At all. Well, I'm going to stick these guards back on here and run it some more. See if it still makes a noise. But it's obviously, as you can see, it's obviously been grinding. I mean, right there as well. I mean, look at that. So anyway, this was a support for the rock guards. When I bought this, this had rock guards all the way down on both sides, and when I had them put the rollers on, I had them take those rock guards off. It's kind of a mixed feeling on that. Everybody says take them off because mud and crap will get packed up in there and you can't get it out. Well, that's true, but it also kept the rocks from going inside. You busting rocks, you know, rocks going in, rolling over it with your rollers and stuff, and it busting rocks. So, but yeah, this has definitely been rubbing. So anyway, I'm gonna see if I've got some anti-seize in my truck. I don't know if I do, and then we're going to stick this back together and get back after it. I don't see anything that's an issue, so I don't. So there's a couple of grease zerks I always forget about right down here. It goes over these, it's in these caps, so I'm going to hit them real quick. I know I always forget about them. So anyway, we'll see what happens. All right, guys, done for today. Got quite a bit done. I don't lack a whole lot at all. It's a big old cut right there, boys and girls. Bigger than that one. But anyway, I've got the cut there. I've got to slope this back, and I hate for it to be that steep, but I mean, it is what it is. And then I'm going to start working this dirt out of here. I'm probably not going to take that whole thing out. I'm probably just going to take the top off. So I'm going to have to wait out there, and I'm just going to start, I'm peeling that. I'm probably not going to take it all the way down, because man, that's just gonna, water's going to inflow in here, and so I mean, it kind of is what it is, you know. I just want to get it when it raises. It's not going to be a factor because it's not that much there. This one here, I should be able to get okay, because I think I can go out here. I've got this dammed up. I can go out here with the excavator, reach halfway, probably pretty well pull that back, flip it up here, and then go around the other side, come out, take and dig and go that way. I've got this dammed, but here, this is the full length of the pond this way. Got some water leaching in right there, but you know, I would like to get all of that, but I'm going to be fighting water the entire time. I may in fact try to come back down this way, wade off in there, because this is lower here. So I may in fact come here and kind of start pulling back up that way and try to get that up there. That's all going to be all nasty. Time I get it all out there, it'll be all nasty, muddy. I'm probably end up by stacking it up here. By the way, on the loader, that rock guard bracket that I showed you, that in fact was the problem, thank God. No bearing out on the idler. That was indeed the noise. So thankful of that. Got some more to add through here, but I've got to bring this slope back. So my goal is to get that in here. I think I've talked him in to pulling this fence at least back to here, if not back further. He's got a fence there and a fence there. I mean, he really doesn't need this one, and if he would, you know, if he could just go pull this fence, just put another corner right here where he could, you know, do that, that would be awesome, because this is so steep. It's so steep and it's so narrow that I've compacted and I've compacted, but I cannot, this is too steep for me to crawl up even in Spider-Man. So I pretty well got this done. Over here, no question, I can take the excavator, and I'm going to take and just come in here and pack this around. And once I get over here, she starts getting really steep, and I'm not going to be able to do that. I'm going to try to get around as far as I can. Now, if he'll leave that fence out of there, I've got that entire pile of dirt, and then what I have on that slope is going to be coming out of there. I'll have plenty enough to put around here to make a nice slope around here. And if that's the case, I'll be able to set out here and take and compact this. So we'll see. We'll see. I mean, it's his show, you know. So, but it's getting there. No fish jump. It is getting there, but you know, when you do these ponds, when you do these renovations on these ponds with no but the water's still in them, rather, and without having, you know, if a guy had one of those rotating heads, the smooth mouth bucket, You know, a guy could set up here and really groom this inside. Fortunately, I don't have that, so I have to improvise. So, but anyway, yeah, if we can get something done with that fence, that'll just make that a whole lot nicer. This has got to come down here yet. This is just all roughed in. I didn't want to mess with it until we figure out what we're going to do here. Even if I can get just a little bit of dirt going down just to take out my angle a little bit, I can get in there and really compact that well. But I mean, it's not going to be perfect. The big thing is going to have to get grass on it quickly. That went through several rains over there and didn't slough off much. So like I said, I'll pack it with the excavator. Like I said, this over here, this has probably got to come down probably 10 inches yet. I just wanted to give myself enough to compact it. But I've ran over it several times with full buckets on the loader. That's the grade down there at the beginning. This is low here where I was backing up out of here. But as I cut that out, it's going to throw it over here and bring it over here, and to fill this in here. But we got to get this fence out of here. It's just the only way. So anyway, guys, I'm gonna get on out of here and go to the house, eat dinner. So don't forget to like and subscribe, leave comments, and ring that notification bell. That way you know when I post a new video. As I've mentioned, also don't forget to follow me on the gram, and that's at Dirt Daddy 953. So again, guys, I'm gonna get out of here and we'll see you tomorrow.